Good evening, Ms. Watts. Thank you for joining us and participating in EASMC's endorsement process. This interview will be recorded and posted to YouTube and to our website for our members. Please speak up so that your answers can be heard clearly on the recording. When answering the questions for purposes of this interview, educators refers to all employees within the school system. My name is Mary Ann Tomasic. I am a career advisor at the Forest Technology Center, the Chesapeake Public Charter School, as well as our virtual academy.
Jennifer Knight, kindergarten paraeducator at George Washington Carver Elementary.
I'm Elaine Deems. I'm a special education paraeducator at Leonardtown Middle School.
Alexis Berm, community school coordinator at Spring Ridge Middle School.
Katrina Mills, building service manager at Spring Ridge Middle School.
Starting with question number 1. What are your priorities for the state budget, and what, if any, tax changes would you support?
My priorities are I believe in strong small businesses and strong schools. As far as taxes that I would suggest be changed, it's already mandatory that Maryland balance their budget every year, and so if something is cut, something else might be cut or be increased. But I honestly think that in the face of the fact that the federal funds have been withheld, especially from the educational arena, that a sales tax be imposed of 1 to 2% in order to lessen the possibility of bringing in heavy industry, which would affect our water resources.
What experiences or perspectives have shaped your views on public education?
I am a child of public education, and I also went to the University of Maryland, which at the time was pretty much a public university. My feeling about public education is you get from it what you put into it, as far as learning how to read and learning how to tell time and so on. I wholly support public education versus parochial schools, primarily because I believe in standard opportunity for all students.
What is your position on fully funding Maryland's education commitments under the Blueprint for Maryland's Future?
I support it. I read the blueprint, and I support it.
Thank you. If the state faces budget shortfalls, how would you prioritize funding for public education compared to other areas?
Public education is stretched pretty thin as it is. I would look to other areas to cut.
Thank you. What steps would you support to ensure schools serving higher need populations receive adequate resources?
Well, that's part of the budget process, but it's important that higher need students are offered the additional help that they need. I also think that there should be more slots for VOTEC, so that students that are not college bound have more opportunity to gain skills for after high school.
Thank you.
How should the state address growing behavioral and mental health needs among students?
I was thinking about that. It seems that there should be a partnership with the local county health department and an effort to destigmatize asking for help. There can be public relations type campaigns or something like that, but something needs to be done to make it possible for students that aren't having wholesome home environments or have an organic issue, that they can get help without being stigmatized or turned away.
What
Thank you.
role do you see community schools and wraparound services playing in supporting student success?
Almost completely. The parents and the family obviously have something to do with it, but there needs to be a framework that the parents can participate in, and so completely.
How should the state measure school success beyond standardized test scores?
I am not a fan of standardized tests, mostly because one ends up being taught to take the test as opposed to being taught to critically think. So it would seem to me that maybe the standardized tests need to be less standardized and have more reading and math in them, and have the schools freed up from teaching to standardized testing to teach the students critical thinking.
Thank you. Why should educators and school employees trust you to advocate for public education in the Maryland legislature?
Because I'm trustworthy. People that know me know that when I say I'll do something, I do it. And I'm not beholden to any PAC interests or corporate interests. I'm here as a normal person who wants to offer a new perspective and a new energy to advocacy for the community.
Thank you. Many school systems struggle to recruit and retain education support professionals due to low wages and limited benefits. In addition to the ESP Bill of Rights, what policies would you support to address this issue?
An affordable wage or a living wage would be a great place to start. From what I understand, school support staff often have to work 2 jobs in order to make ends meet. That's not unlike pretty much everybody these days with the way that inflation is running. But revisiting the pay scales and offering further incentives for them to stay would be a place to start.
Thank you again for joining